Hey everybody, how we doing today? It is football season. It is football season. I love football season. Grew up as a Giants fan, loved it. Didn't understand a damn thing. It was on all the time. Dad was always watching it. Brother would come down and watch, and then it kind of went dark for a while, and then I married my husband, and throughout our whole dating career, we became Jets fans. And I transferred over from one sad, pathetic New York team to another one. But we are diehard Jets fans over here. And we, excuse me, are season ticket holders. And yesterday we went to our first home game, which we were actually supposed to miss because we were supposed to visit my stepkids in Myrtle Beach. But with the hurricane, we were concerned, and our Airbnb was right on the water, so we canceled it, and we ended up being able to go to this game. So, I love going to these games for so many reasons. A, it's like a date night for my husband and I. We leave an hour early. You got to leave an hour early. And, we just drive and hang out, and the game is great, and we eat good food. And then we come home and hit Dunkin' on the way back and come back and then just watch more football. So I love football season. I love fall. It's my favorite season. But football is really like the beginning of it. So yesterday was preseason, game 1 against Washington, and we won 2017. And I was just, we've been season ticket holders now for a while. I'm not even sure how long it's been, but I've learned so many things about going to Jets games, so many do's and don'ts, and so many things I've observed. First of all, if you're a people watcher, this is a stunning place to go. There is so much to see, so much to learn about people, disappointing and impressively learning stuff all the time. I think that was a run-on sentence, probably. Anyway, so lots of things to do when you're at a Jet game and you are people watching. Being a Jet fan is rough. For those of you that don't know football, you get hyped up every single year. Big things are going to happen. Last year we had the big entrance of Aaron Rodgers and then his injury. And so we went from a super high to a super low in 10 seconds. So anyway, yesterday, first game, and I noticed a lot of things. So I thought I would do some do's and don'ts of going to, a football game, whether you're a Jets fan or a Cowboy fan or, anything but a Patriot fan. We don't like the Patriots. But anyway, so the do's and don'ts. I always plan way ahead. I look at the weather. I see how it's going to be. This was dirty yesterday, so I couldn't wear this. And I actually wore a jersey, and I had a black tank top underneath, and it was hot. And I know our seats, which was kind of stupid. So I knew I needed I knew it was going to be hot. I just didn't know how hot it was going to be. Anyway, I blazed yesterday. I was cooking. So number one do is do know the weather. Do know what you should wear. I mean, I had shorts on and a tank top on, but the jersey was on my body for 10 seconds. And it was hot. I was sticking. If I could do it again, I'd bring a towel, maybe to sit on, because those seats are metal and they stick to your body when you start to sweat. And I would definitely bring a washcloth to wipe away some lovely sweat that was building up in areas that we don't need to discuss. So do know the weather. I wore this hat yesterday. I had sunglasses on. Did I put sunscreen on my face? Yes, I did. Did I put it on my whole body? No, I did not. And I probably should have, because I did get me some color yesterday. Yeah, I got me a little color. Anyway, so got a little tan going on. So know the weather. Know whether you should bring a blanket, a hat, gloves, your sunscreen, all of that. Do download your parking and your tickets, because everything is done on your phone now. So download it now. You never know what your service is going to be like when you get to the stadium. You never know what's going to happen when you get up to that booth. And I got to tell you, does it work my nerve when people are not ready. You wait on the car line to go park and people don't have the parking pass ready. And then you go up to the front to get into the stadium, and you've already been scanned for all your medals and all that good stuff. And you got to wait because somebody forgot to, prepare themselves. I don't know. They hold up the line. So that's extremely annoying and frustrating, and definitely works your nerve when you're excited to get in there, especially if you're running late because of traffic. Let me see what else. Oh, the clear bag. I always bring a clear bag. Yesterday was kind of stupid though. Yesterday, because this thing like was barely full. All I packed was like a water bottle and my makeup little pouch. I bring like a little makeup pouch with like, sometimes I need my feminine products. It's got to be small, and they definitely go in there so they see all your junk and my chapstick and my lipstick or whatever. And my credit card goes in there because there's no cash in the stadium, so everything is card. And if you don't have your, what's it called? Whatever, Pay, Samsung Pay, Apple Pay. If you don't have that ready to go, then you need your card. So that's what I bring in here. Always a clear bag. This one's actually a pretty big one. I like this one in the wintertime. As you can see, it's ready for the winter. I always put, this blanket just lives in here. This is the winter blanket. It's freaking cold out there in the winter sometimes. And I always bring like, you know, backups, more stuff, Under Armour, a little bit more in case we're cold, and have that bag to put away if you're hot. Some of these people I watch are just freezing, and some of these people, yesterday there was this guy wearing like a hoodie, a long sleeve hoodie, like sweats, and like the Jets like winter hat that looks like an actual airplane jet with long like ears. I don't know, that poor guy, he was dripping, but he was rocking that outfit. Anyway, know the weather, clear bag. Make sure all your waters are sealed. We have learned now to bring water since we are fasting and a little bit healthier. We no longer get sodas, so we just drink our waters. It's chips and snacks as long as it's sealed. What else? Plan for your food, especially if you have like a diehard like your husband, like my husband, who like will be down like 1,000,000 points and it's like almost halftime. And I'm like, we should leave early so we can get the sausage, peppers, and onions and the fries, and we can go get that now. And he's like, no, we gotta watch, something might happen. And maybe sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen, but then you gotta wait on the line. So I don't know, pick and choose your battles for that one, but definitely plan on when you're gonna go for food. This is the big one, that is the people watching part. Like, know your audience. Like, yesterday was preseason, so there was like children everywhere. And every year during preseason, I always feel bad for these poor kids because there's these little guys and they're, you know, they're small. And then you have like these aggressive drunk people that are like screaming and cursing and JETS, suck, you know, and they do all that, and they're screaming, and these poor little kids. Yesterday, literally, I counted I counted like 3 or 4 babies. There were so many like 2.5 to 5-year-olds. There were so many little kids during preseason, and like, know your surroundings. Like, you know, even for us, we get excited, and you have to kind of like know. Then again, like, you could go the other way and say, like, who's this parent bringing a kid to a game? But, like, you want them to, like, follow your love. And, you know, you want them to, you know, I don't know, get a taste of your team and the sport young so they can be a part of it. It's kind of part of being a parent, right? And being excited. So I always say know your surroundings. Obviously, scream and cheer and have fun. That's up to you. Do whatever you want. And watch out for the drunkens. Watch out for the drunkens, because like last year there was a guy next to me that I didn't know, because those seats always sell, and the guy behind him was like stupid drunk, and I knew it was coming, and he barfed like forward all over the guy next to me. And you know, if you're like me and you know, you have that like, you know, the responsive vomit that happens, like that's me. So that didn't work out. So know your surroundings, know where your drunk people are, know where your fighters are, because you know, you always got that guy from the other team. Yesterday, literally, I felt like I was back at Teaneck High and I was ready to kick some ass, because this guy behind us 3 rows was screaming for Washington, and he didn't shut up for the first 3 quarters of the game. Like, didn't shut up, to the point where like I was like ready to go throw down. This was a big boy. He was a big boy. But he started arguing with a Jets guy over here. So, like, know when the fight's going to break out. So you can either back up or get out, or take your cameras out to videotape. Depends on what kind of watcher you are. But anyway, those Jets games, boy, do they teach you a lot of things about do's and don'ts. Don't complain about your seats. They cost a fortune. If you're there going as a I want to say like a girlfriend or a wife or somebody, like, I don't take care of all this for the Jets games. Like, he's in charge of the PSL, the tickets, the seats. You know, this is... you know, it's all him. So never complain about your seats unless you paid for your tickets. Then you can complain about your seats. Because if you're going as a guest, like, that's just rude. It's a lot of money to go to these things. There's no drinking after halftime, which I kind of like. Maybe if I was a drinker or an alcoholic, I'd be pissed off. But like after halftime, the beer is all shut down at MetLife, and you're done, which is great because everyone's getting into their cars later. Yeah, so the babies yesterday, I felt bad for those babies. There were a couple of babies that were just drenched in sweat. Moms were sweaty. Babies were uncomfortable. They're not having a good time. They're not having a good time. So I don't know. Get a babysitter. Call me up. Maybe I'm available. Get a babysitter. Don't take your shirt off. If you know, you know. Don't take your shirt off unless you can take your shirt off. And you know who I'm talking to. Do not take your shirt off. Hairy backs are not sexy. Sweaty hairy backs are super not sexy. Unless you're doing the truffle shuffle and they're videotaping you for the next Goonies, don't take your shirt off. Just don't take your shirt off. Leave it on. Leave it on. Leave it on. Just do us all a favor and leave it on, please, because you don't know where to look. And your eyes are like, let me look at this guy. Ew. And then they look like, oh my God, he still has it off. Ew. And you're trying to watch the game and stuff is happening and he's still naked and you're grossed out. Don't take your shirt off. That's all, please. What else? I mean, I'm just a scared person when I'm not driving the car. I was going to say, like, don't drive like an asshole in and out of the parking lot, but I mean, I'm just scared all the time. It's really annoying for everybody that drives with me. I have the brake on my side of the car. It's just, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know. I'm nervous. So when other cars cut off people in front of me, I get like nervous. Don't be an asshole when you're driving. And that's about it. Otherwise though, oh, here's another one too. They change their players like they change their underwear. So like Juan and I have maybe like 4,000 jerseys from the quarterbacks. We like surrendered. Now we do like our name and we do like our birth number. And that's a jersey that we have so that we can wear it for the rest of our lives. It's our name, our birth number, and that's it. And then like, so for example, Garrett Wilson changed his number this year. He was 17. He changed his number to 5 because he wanted to match his college number. I get it. I totally get it. But I bought like 3 jerseys last year that said Garrett Wilson with his number 17. And now like, what am I doing with those? They look like it's ridiculous. So we got to buy new jerseys now. That's something for the Christmas list. Great. But like, it's annoying to just shop for jerseys all the time. So if you're going to go to a lot of games like me, do this. Also, last but not least, we're going to travel this year. Like, I'm super excited. We're going to go see other stadiums. So our first stadium for this year, 2024, is going to be Pittsburgh. We're going to go to a Pittsburgh away game as a Jets player. And that's like something we have to do for the first time because we're screamers. So like for the first time, we will be in another stadium supporting the visitor. And we're going to have to be like, go Jets. Go Jets. Because I'm not trying to get ejected or like, you know, go to jail. So that's exciting this year. We're going to travel. Anyway, so Jets go into these games as a holy crap, only almost 50-year-old. In 2 months, I'm going to be 50 years old. That's another video. But anyway, so listen, if you're a Jets fan, Godspeed. Here we go. Another season. If you're not a Jets fan and you're just a football fan, I love it. Be a football fan. Football's fun to watch. A little crazy. Sure, a couple of rule changes this year with the 50-yard line and the kicking. I don't know. Trying to follow it all. But I am tracking the win down, and we got our first win. So we're on our way. To everybody else, have a great football season. Have a great fall season. Have a great end of August. To all you parents out there, school starts in like 2 weeks. Is that 2 weeks? 3 weeks. 3 more weeks of siblings fighting. 3 more weeks of there being no more food in your cabinets. 3 more weeks till school starts. Godspeed. Have a great weekend. Have a great day. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Hurricane Debbie is out of here, thank God. Talk to you soon.